focus on the Zong Massacre. The Zong Massacre has connections to Africa, England, and the Caribbean. Let me say that the transatlantic slave trade is widely recognized as one of the harshest and most inhumane aspects of human history.
Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, peace and love, family. Welcome back to the Hope to Helping Our People Elevate YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you're a returning viewer, as I always say, I appreciate you. I wouldn't be able to build this platform without the returners checking me out, promoting this channel, sharing, likes, commenting. Wouldn't be able to do any of it without y'all. Today, we're going to discuss the Zong Massacre of 1781, a chilling tale of greed, slavery, and justice. We're going to discuss how these people were thrown over ships. I don't know, some of y'all may have already heard this story, some of y'all may have not, but this was new for me, so I felt like I wanted to present it to y'all. So without holding y'all, we're going to jump straight into it. Peace and love, family.
On behalf of Akuno Sankofa Bay, you know what I'm saying? Jay, where you at? We're trying to help our people elevate. Hope. H-O-P-E. We're giving them hope. We doing what we got to do, you know? Every day, one step at a time, man. We're gonna make it happen. Helping our people elevate. Sometimes I practice focus, thought, and meditate. I'm trying to come with other ways to help our people elevate. And seeking knowledge make me levitate. The lifted mental state is what results from how we orchestrate. This for the family's sake. Let's self-reflect and self-evaluate. And every day, make sure the steps you take, you calculate. Receive a master's fate. I know I can't exist without the hate, but that's okay. I balance that with higher self today. Success is on this way, and after that, my flesh can pass away.
This period of enslavement of millions of Africans saw their transportation across the Caribbean to work as slaves in the Americas and the Caribbean. People are aware of the atrocities experienced by those who were on board these ships.
Okay, peace, family. I kind of took it back to how I first started, and instead of me just putting some stuff together, I wanted to go ahead and read to y'all from this website that I found that I did last year, called the Black Past. So shout out to the Black Past for this information I'm about to present. But this is going over the Zong Massacre of 1781. The slave ship Zong departed to coastal Africa on September 6, 1781 with 470 slaves. Since this human chattel was such a valuable commodity at the time, many captains took on more slaves than their ships could accommodate in order to maximize profit. The Zong's captain, Luke Collingwood, overloaded his ship with slaves, and by 29th November, many of them had begun to die from disease and malnutrition. The Zongs then sailed in an area of the mid-Atlantic known as the doldrums because of the periods of little or no wind. As the ship sat stranded, sickness caused the death of 7 of the 17 crew members and over 50 slaves. Increasingly desperate, Collingswood decided to jettison some of the cargo in order to save the ship and provide the ship's owner the opportunity to claim for the loss of their insurance. Over the next week, the remaining crew members threw 132 slaves who were sick and dying over the side. Another 10 slaves threw themselves aboard in what Collingwood later described as an act of defiance. Upon the Zong's arrival in Jamaica, James Gregson, the ship's owner, filed an insurance claim for their loss. Gregson argued that the Zong did not have enough water to sustain both crew and the human commodities. The insurance underwriter, Thomas Gilbert, disputed the claim, citing that the Zong had 420 gallons of water aboard when she was inventoried in Jamaica. Despite this, the Jamaican court in 1782 found in favor of the owners. The insurers appealed the case in 1783, and in the process provoked a great deal of public interest in the attention of Great Britain's abolitionists. The leading abolitionist at the time, Granville Sharp, used the death of the slaves to increase public awareness about the slave trade and further the anti-slavery cause. It was he who first used the word massacre. Didn't know that. Like I said, I didn't know about this event, and now I'm learning who the first person to use the term massacre was. It was an abolitionist by the name of Granville Sharp in 1783 on the Zong case, on the Zong Massacre. Publicity surrounding the Zong Massacre in the first case led William Murray, the Earl of Mansfield, and the Lord Chief Justice of the King's Bench, the highest court in Great Britain, to order the second trial. Mansfield presided and ruled in favor of the insurers. He also held that the cargo had been poorly managed, as the captain should have made a suitable allowance of water for each slave. Sharp attempted to have the crew charges brought against the captain, crew, and new owners, but was unsuccessful. Great Britain's Solicitor General, Justin John Lee, however, refused to take up the criminal charges against claiming, what is this claim, that human people have been thrown overboard? This is a case of chattel or goods. Blacks are goods and property. It is madness to accuse these well-serving honorable men of murder. The case is the same as if wood had been thrown overboard. Just something to throw in there, as you said, blacks are goods and property. It's madness to accuse these well-serving honorable men of murder. So black was considered property or goods. They weren't considered human. So under the label black, that's why they say you're three-fifths of human. But that's a whole nother subject. That's legal status, but people want to be black. And I've said that on here millions of times, so we're going to continue. Although those who were responsible for the Zong massacre were never brought to justice, the event itself increased the profile of abolitionists such as Granville Sharp and Olodua Inquano and brought new convicts, including Thomas Clarkson and Reverend John Ramsey. They in turn inspired the actions of William Wilberforce, who led a successful campaign to have Parliament abolish slavery throughout the British Empire in 1833. If you made it this far, I want to say I appreciate y'all for checking this little short video out. It wasn't going to be too long. If you are already familiar with it, I want to say leave a comment. But thank you for watching and taking the time to reflect the tragedy of the Zong massacre. While justice was never served for the 132 African Americans who lost their lives, the story became a powerful force of change. It exposed the brutality of the transatlantic slave trade and fueled the abolitionist movement, reminding us that even in the darkest moments, the fight for justice can spark transformation. Today's times. If this story moved you, I invite you to join me to continue exploring hidden truths and untold histories. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can never miss a new video. And let me know your thoughts in the comments below. How do stories like this shape the way we understand justice today? Today we'll keep shining the light on the past to a better understanding of the present. Until next time, take care and keep questioning the history you think you know. Peace and love, family.